real talk, you're easy to cheer on.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like your personality type makes it easy for people to like you, and I think that's served you well. You know what I'm saying? My personality type is a little bit more polarizing. You either love it or hate it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Don't wind up on the list, man.
Yo, I lean into it. Real talk. I lean into it, bro. I'm not trying to I lean into it. That's my personality
That's dope,
type.
though, man.
And I know who I am. I know who I am, bro. I don't have to be liked by everybody.
BB Chic in the building,
That's
dog.
it. You either like it or you hate it. Yeah. I really don't give a shit. To be honest with you, I am who I am, and God made me this way for a purpose. And if I was worried about being liked by everybody, there'd be a lot of things that I couldn't do. So
that's the gym.
Yeah, I feel like for the people that understand me, they know me, they respect me. And for people that don't know me, you don't like me, you don't know me, I don't give a shit. Like real talk.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, if I'm being honest.
So we wholesaled a deal recently, and we were speaking with our partners overseas, if you remember.
Yeah.
And they were like, why don't we just buy like a turnkey one on the market and then try to BRRR it? Like the equity's tighter, but it's turnkey.
Yeah.
Versus finding a value add opportunity, fix it up with hard money, and then BRRR out of it. You want to talk on all that? That's honestly step 2.
Explain it again.
Yeah. So when you were speaking to them, you were educating them.
Yeah.
They were like I want to buy something like clean turnkey on the market.
Yeah.
But you were saying like it's kind of closer to retail.
Yeah.
So you don't have enough meat in the bone to really BRRR out of it. You might get caught with that bag.
Yeah.
Versus find more so a fixer upper.
Yeah.
and value add opportunity.
So the you're talking about whether or not something is the BRRRR strategy.
It's about the acquisition, having the meat on the bone to BRRRR out of it.
So if you're buying a deal that's tight, if you're buying a deal on 80 cents on the dollar, how are you going to BRRRR out of that? Yeah. There's not a lot of value add.
Right.
Can you explain to the viewers what BRRRR means? I think a lot of people are not going to know what that means.
Absolutely. It's an acronym pretty much. So it means buy, renovate, rent that property. And once it's all stabilized and you're producing income, you refinance that because you forced in equity into that property. It's worth more. The banks look at it like, okay, cool, it's worth this. They'll give you 75 to 80% ARV, money back in your pocket.
So real quick, the first deal that we brought up, like if we're doing 10 ways to finance a deal, little to no money out of pocket, that first deal was like a masterclass on deal structure.
Yeah.
How understanding deal structure, how understanding information gets you a deal for very little out of pocket. So that's one. The second one that he's talking about is BRRRR, right? So in order for you to BRRRR, you need to buy, rent, and refi.
Yep.
So how are you going to reno and refi? Like you're not going to reno it because there's no...
The numbers have to make sense.
The numbers have to make sense. So let's give the viewers an example of a deal that's not a BRRRR. So if you're buying a property, and let's say the ARV, let's use round numbers for everybody. Let's say the ARV is 100,000 and you're buying it at 90,000. How are you going to and you need 10,000 in reno? Like that's not a BRRRR candidate. Like that's not a BRRRR property for you. In order for you to BRRRR it, you're going to have to buy this thing at like 50 cents on the dollar, 60 cents on the dollar. Sometimes 65, depending on, what the property is.